Alrighty, day 4 of the crypto mining shed. As you can see, I got some of the electrical done. This outlet is all wired up. I mounted the controller 69. Just plugged one fan in. For some reason, it only came with two Molex cables, so I had to get two more. And for some reason, they're much shorter, but it doesn't matter because there is a ton of length here as far as the cables go. But that's all done. All over here. That outlet is done as well. That is going to be for like the network switch and anything else that I need to run off 120, which is pretty much just going to be the network switch that's going to be on the rack. The other stuff is going to be the fans right there and the light that's up there. And then you can see I have all my 10 to 30 amp cables run. Goes down out into that flexible conduit. You can see I siliconed around the inside and the outside. But basically the meter boxes that I have inside, I'm going to mount a 2x4 piece of plywood, whatever there, mount all the meter boxes there. I do have different colors, so I have red, blue, and green. So I haven't labeled each end of the wires, except for this one, because this one goes with the 20 amp cable. So I'll know that's going to be the green one, that's the red one, and that's the blue one to go to the corresponding meter boxes, which are also labeled on the 100 amp sub panel that I had installed last spring, summer-ish, somewhere around there. Don't remember exactly when I did that. Oh, and the third one here has a string coming in that is going to pull my network cables through once I'm ready to shut down the mining room and move everything out. So I have the other string on the end of a screw already routed into the mining room, so I just basically have to tie up the network cable and pull it through. So hopefully that should be easy. If not, I'm gonna have to disassemble that part again, but I shouldn't have to do that. It should come through pretty easily. But, oh, and you can see I vacuumed the floor out, cleaned everything out, getting ready to do the epoxy on the floor. I'm gonna go through and vacuum it out again once I'm done this video. I'll come around the back. And there's the 3 intakes, conduit inlets, or whatever you want to call them. And running right through there. And then once I shut that room down, I'm just gonna put like little plywood patch panels over there. I had to crank those AC Infinity fans up to 10 because it was 110 degrees in my mining room. And it's only like 62 degrees outside. Well, not only, it's a gorgeous day for middle of March, end of March. But it was getting a little toasty in there. And I actually have my S19J Pro and IB-Link BMK3, both of those running on low power mode. Just because even when it was cold, like in the 30s and 40s, there was too much heat produced in that little room to be able to exhaust it out. So I just kicked them down to low power mode. And it's been pretty good ever since. Usually hovering around the high 80s, low to mid 90s. But now when the temperatures outside dropped or increased, it definitely increased the temperature in that room. But there's my epoxy kit. New rollers, everything, pan, everything ready to roll. So I'm gonna get cracking on that to end the day, and then let that dry overnight, because I'm actually off tomorrow, but we are supposed to get rain. So weather permitting, I may or may not do a second coat, but I am hoping that I can at least get inside here sometime tomorrow when it's raining and get another check on to see if anything is leaking. Because as of right now, everything's good to go. But it wasn't really a heavy rain yet, so I'm gonna sit out here with like a torrential rain and see how it does. My biggest concern would be on this side where the fans are, just because the weather does blow this way most of the time when it does rain and storm. So I did a pretty good job siliconing all around the outside. I did a second layer all around the fans and stuff, so they should be good, but you never know. The only way to test it is let Mother Nature reign. So But other than that, that's it for today. I'll post some more updates, but it's getting closer. I do have to put the light in the ceiling yet. I forgot about that. I didn't do that yet, but I could do that once the floor is all epoxy and stuff. And I do have to order smoke detectors, and I'll probably get those fire extinguisher ball things that Hobbyist has as well, just to be safe. And what else? Oh, my filters came in on Saturday, so they're ready to go. So we have to, if it's not raining too bad tomorrow, I can even measure them up and start cutting out the filters and get them ready to put in the gable vents for the intakes. But yeah, getting closer. Can't wait to launch this puppy and get her mining in here and get all that heat out of my house, pretty much, basically. Although I do have a couple rigs spread around to provide heat for the winter time, but that time is just about over. But I hope to launch maybe by next Wednesday. Not this Wednesday coming up, the Wednesday after that. So April 4th, 5th, somewhere around there. And that's the goal as of right now, just depending on how much I could get done. But if you have any comments or questions about anything or how I did something, just put it down below the video. Other than that, I should say, till next time, catch us later.